That's the Stream Deck.
Quit playing.
And I'm vlogging it too. Gas showed up. What's happening?
Yeah.
Someone doesn't sound too
Yes.
sure about that. He's so mad.
He's about to drive a Ferrari F430.
What's happening? Any and Everything podcast, where we know everything about absolutely nothing. We are your hosts, Ralph, Moan, Mark, LV. What's going on, fellas?
Going on, baby?
What the business is?
Hey, what they say, they know how to handle this, right?
That's
right.
All right, so we don't have Zoe today, so LV filled out for him. So, Zoe's with his fam. He couldn't make it today. So LV always step up as always, my dude.
My guy.
Saying podcast on Wednesdays. Matter of fact, I caught the back end of it. LV, give me a little synopsis of what I went through.
I'm not drinking in between time, so
You don't remember half of it?
No. We did it. So we was out for a couple weeks. So we just did a recap from the Super Bowl that we didn't get a chance to talk about, and then the NBA trade deadline, which was last week. So we just got everybody caught up on what's been going on with us since we've been off for a couple weeks.
Okay, cool.
Wow, that was exciting. Exciting stuff right there. Mind blowing.
Straight to the point.
I'm glad that my guy said they were drinking, bro, because y'all been slacking on the drinks lately. But it looks like y'all got a handle on, how much y'all supposed to be drinking during your podcast. Which
hey, Alicia.
Lovely.
Whoa. That's a misconception. I stay lit on that show.
Damn. I'm trying to give it a bit of a doubt.
Nope.
All right, so let's talk about it, man. What we do this week, man? I'll go first. I had a day off in the middle of the week because my kid was sick. Back to work and back off again to go back to work. So, it's been a wild ride. It's the end of the month. My job is real huge. But other than that, I hadn't did much of nothing. Oh, I take that back. We are remodeling the crib already. I know we just got it back in May, but we're adding another bedroom and we are building an office as well. And soon to come, we're going to redo the backyard, have a, what do you call that shit? Like a kitchenette outside, outdoor grill, like built in with gas and everything. So big things coming this way, hopefully soon. I'll try to keep y'all up to date. If y'all are interested, I'll throw it on the page, man. What's next, though? Who's next, Mo?
Yeah, I'll go. Finally got my TV going. My retro setup is coming together. I'm actually happy about it. I don't have my lighting up together yet, so I just threw a light back here. But I'm not done, so I want to get everything pre-lit and make it look nice. I'm rearranging shelves and stuff. I got new products and stuff coming in. I'm looking for a VCR. Because I got all 3 Ninja Turtles movies on VHS. So I got to grab me one of those and get that old school feeling down here. And I want to move my desk probably further up and maybe have a couch behind me. So when we come over, we can, chill, play games and that type of stuff when the fellas come through. So my lighting ain't what it used to be like last week. So just the one I got here. I just came back from church. That's why I got a polo on today. So I went there, came back. And I was like, I'm not changing. I'm chilling right now.
Praise Jesus in the name of Jesus.
And I worked all this week, right? So, but I had to work from home mainly because, Michigan had severe weather. So a lot of power outages and stuff. And even on my end, like the power was flicking in and out and from the ice storm. So hopefully I get to go to work this week. I actually like going to my job. Kind of crazy to hear that.
Nah, I feel you, bro. I feel you on that shit.
Right.
Sometimes you got to get out.
All right, who's going up?
I go. I was a slave. It was weird, man. That's what happened, man. You wake up on a Monday morning and you just like, yeah, I'm a slave. You know, I mean, you go to work. I went Monday to Saturday. Actually, I work Monday to Saturday, 10-hour days. I'm kind of tired, but yeah, pretty good to be a slave, man. You know, everybody,
Wow.
you got to deal with it, man.
Not for everybody.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Do what you love, not what you like. But other than that, though, I like what you're doing with your room, Ramon. You know, like I said, it's never done, bro. I think I've been building this room for had to been about 5 years, and it's just keep adding and fucking adding and fucking adding.
There's a lot of ideas. I would like to have they got the arcade one up, Marvel's Capcom 2. I want that one, and I want the Ninja Turtles one.
Yeah, see, I want the
and maybe Blitz.
The Simpsons.
I want the Simpsons one, the Ninja Turtle one, and I wanted the X-Men one.
Yeah,
and I was gonna put it on my 80s.
What's cool about it is they have their own server, and you can actually play. You can actually play online multiplayer with the arcade machines, which is dope. You just hit live, and you can play it from there without a console.
Yeah, that might be most definitely coming in this room. But it was a good week overall, man.
Add one too, shit.
All right, Lavoris, you up last. What you do this week besides the podcast, bro?
Man, nothing this week, man. Upcoming week, I got a trip. I'm going to Gatlinburg for our annual cousins trip. You know, my Memphis family, we all getting together in Gatlinburg for the weekend. And
I got a cabin?
Yep. Yeah,
nice.
Cabin, man. We went last year at a ball, so doing it. Gonna try to make this an annual thing. So just preparing for that. Other than that, man, nothing else.
All right. Now, you know the actual question. What y'all drinking now?
Oh.
Thank you, Alex.
I know my guy has got a crispy ass lineup, bro.
Don't let him trick you. That's painted. He painted it on there.
No, man. Shout out to the homie Chris DeBarber, man. I told him I want something different. He said, "I got you."
That's right.
I fell asleep and woke up and it was like this. So.
Man, he gave you the
That's how you walk him on sleep,
man.
Special,
man.
Wait, that means if it's still that crispy, you must not have taken a shower yet, dog. Because I mean,
that's
if you painted it, it probably it'll run off.
Oh wow! Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, big dog. Listen, I'm jealous because if they decide to do that to me, they got to paint my entire head, and that's just a bad situation all the way around.
I got you, dog. I can use a permanent marker, dog. It never come out.
Nah, dog, you don't know how to draw, dog. I need somebody to know how to draw crispy ass line.
Don't let me do it. Don't let me do it. I'm gonna draw a line right down the middle of the head, just like right in the middle of it.
Look like a sack.
Make it like a true dickhead. They're gonna be like, "Oh, look at that."
This motherfucker here, man. All right, man. So we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this whole thing, bro. We're gonna talk about priorities before and after maturity. This is a loaded question, man. It's a loaded topic because I'm not gonna say that I'm still that mature. You know, please disregard my background. Like I said, I got shit all over the place from remodeling. But anyway, I'm still not that mature because, that's just me. It's always been me. You know what I'm saying? I like to have a good time. I like to joke around still. A lot of people are like, oh, you need to grow up. I'm like, yeah, but your ass be laughing at the shit. So get the fuck over it. Either way, I think it all depends on what you consider the priorities that you changed from then versus now.
Right.
Because a lot has fucking changed.
Well, I will say, though, a lot that we all have in common is family. And even the ones that are not with anybody. Everybody, has that evolves around our age now. As far as just family is just our priority. That's something that I feel like that was going to come eventually, even when we were in our bad days. So we've all had kids besides Mark. Mark ain't nutting somebody yet.
Wow. All right. Well, I mean, I'm hopefully he has, and hopefully he just got away with it.
Mark got to reply so bad. So I see it going on in his head.
Hopefully,
we waiting on you, Mark. We waiting on you to have that conversation where you call us and you take that deep breath. We know the answer already.
Yeah,
that's very true. Listen, I think we've all had that conversation, man. You get that phone. What up, dog? What up?
Who you get?
What's wrong, dog? What happened? Right? The first thing is like, who died? Nobody. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's soon.
Go ahead, Rob. You was talking.
Well, I'm saying I was thinking, like I said, things have changed as far as maturity when it comes to certain things. Like before, when we wanted shit, we would just go out and buy it, not worry about the consequences. Right? We'll push a bill back to get lit for the weekend. we won't fill the tank up because I'm not going anywhere, just so we can do something that we really don't need to be doing. Now, I think a lot of us don't do those things anymore. Perfect example, I want some new wheels for my car. Do I have the funds? Absolutely. I'm not gonna say I have much of the time, but it doesn't take long to get some wheels for your car. But I sit here and think like, God, man, though I want the wheels and sometimes I feel like I need the wheels, I'm remodeling my house, bro. I don't have that luxury of just going out and getting the things that I want because I have priorities. I got things that I feel are more important to me that's going to better me and my family before I go out and just blow some bread. So, I mean, like I said, I think a lot of that stuff has changed. We've grown in that aspect. At least I think that I have. I don't make as many bad choices. I'd be lying if I said I didn't make some bad choices. But for the most part, not only am I getting help from the wife on like, hey, you might wait on that shit versus, fucking, I'm gonna just go ahead and get it anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with this comment here, though. Sometimes you just got to do it, bro.
That's facts.
If it's one of those things where, all right, how long do I gotta sleep on the couch because I can't take it back? So that's the plus side of it. But I'm gonna get yelled at. But I'm gonna have it. But my video game's on the couch. Sometimes it's worth it.
And I feel you. I feel you. And look, no, listen. Here's the maturity part.
The maturity part about it.
That's the maturity part about it. It's because sometimes you do gotta, you deprive yourself of something that you really want, right? And you do it over and over again, and you think about everyone else, and eventually, you do have to think about yourself, right? You do have to take care of self. You got to make sure yourself has enough time to do the things you want to do. Yes, we have priorities, but at the same time, you got to realize that you are also a priority. You just have to know when to insert that. Now, there have been a couple of times where I'm like, I could do this, but the ending of it doesn't end up with me on the couch. It ends up with me splitting half my shit and me not having me not living in the same house with my family. If my wife sees a couple boxes showed up and she's like, oh, he must have ordered a few things and look at the account and it's like $15,000 worth of shit. That's, usually papers get drawn up after that.
Yeah.
So you can't, I feel you, DB, YOLO, but you gotta have a YOLO cap.
You gotta have a YOLO cap.
you gotta have a YOLO
cap.
Oh, you gotta. I look at it as you gotta put some few years in, then you hit that YOLO part. Like, I don't know if this is the barrier. Let me try this.
So you charge up. You charge up. You build it up.
Right. See. I feel DLB that.
Hey, listen, and you're right. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. But that's a sometimes, man. You got. That shit has to fit at the right time. When I say shit's got to be going good at the house. Bills got to be paid. She's happy because you just did something.
But you already doing that.
Nice,
that's what's the problem, that
right? She's real happy you did something nice and she didn't ask you for it. Then you like, bam, $15,000. I spent that shit on the supercharger. You know what I'm saying? I got
rear end,
exhaust, rear end. I got the heat exchanger and everything. So when she like, you mother, I can't believe you didn't say nothing when I sent you to go get them purses. You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible. See, you can't say that because now it's like you blackmailing to get with.
That's how it works. That
sometimes you got it.
Hey, baby, you want to go shopping today? He writing it down in the book.
Hey, look,
I can see her list. I can see her looking at the receipt. Come here. Let's go shopping. Come on, let's go.
That's bad, man.
So take that $15,000.
January
take that $15,000 and then take her shopping right after. So you need another $2,000 so you can use the forgiveness money on top of it.
No, that's not maturity though. That's fucked up,
Alex, I'm just joking. I listen. There ain't been a single time that I spent $15,000 in this house. Well, my wife knowing what I was getting ready to spend it on, and that's preparing for what we had to deal with.
I think I told Ralph this one day. I said, you know what? Sometimes you just got to do it, like, because I want a Corvette, right? And I'm telling you, I'm gonna get one. And I thought about just buying it and putting it in the garage, and I just wait until she see it one day. She don't go in the garage that often. It's just gonna be there.
Sitting there. Do it now. You don't hold on yourself.
But see, But see, that's a totally different caliber of shit, though, man. That's like a 90,000, depending on which one you get.
Different caliber, bro.
That's 30,000 minimum, right? Let's go minimum because you ain't gonna get no piece of crap, vet, right? That's 30,000 minimum. Okay, that is a life-changing amount.
That's
You
why
can't spend 30 grand and be like, surprise.
I'm not gonna say surprise. She's just gonna see
you
it,
have a heart attack.
and I'm gonna be vanished somewhere. It's just gonna be sitting in the garage.
The whole family can't use. The whole family can't fit in it.
I got another car.
Whoa. Ho. Don't do that.
Okay, wait. Are we discussing this right now?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Look at Vizzle. Oh man, I feel like I gotta go to this church Sunday.
Right.
I'll be there, man.
Don't do that. You see, this is how Vizzle be getting people, right?
Well,
Vizzle's
apparently,
so nice.
from our title,
He's such a nice guy. He's so wholesome. You know, he's so wholesome.
apparently from this title, none of us have matured.
You made a good point.
Why would you do it?
Vizzle, fuck them. I get what you're saying, Vizzle. He got a whole
I
damn.
got a challenger. Nobody can sit
whole
on the back seat. That's besides the
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. See, when you push it out there like that, I'm like, yeah, listen to Vizzle. They don't know. Vizzle got a 2-seater Challenger at the crib that don't fit nobody in the back. Don't be falling. Vizzle shit, okay?
I just had to think about that.
Obviously, none of our priorities have changed. From us being little and now. Okay.
See,
But I will say though, like from comparing to where we used to be, I think my priorities was just all jacked up. I would go out and I gotta share it. Like, we used to go to the club. I used to wait till 12 o'clock to spend basically my whole paycheck there.
Jesus Christ.
To buy bottles and all that stuff and be happy and be drunk and then be mad at myself that, oh my God, where all my money going? I'm in the negative.
A whole week.
And I got paid that day.
God,
You know, then now I'm at the point where, you know, good job, beautiful family, and there are things that come first. But my mom always told me, she's a psychologist, and she always say the front part of your brain doesn't develop with decision making until you're 25. So you're supposed to see a change around the 25-year range of your decision making, which helps with priorities. Why do you think they charge insurance so high at a certain age? And then why do you think they, you know, it's more money, less money when you get married, because you have somebody that helps you with your decision making in the background when you have insurance.
Yeah,
So
well, we all know that women are more developed when it comes to the maturity aspect, right?
yeah,
You know, they hit their shit like shortly after high school. They're like, you know what, I got to get my life together. I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm gonna set myself up. We like, I'm going to party first. Think about what I need to do with my life. I'll think about it while I'm drunk, so it's not gonna make any sense. I'll start next week, and then that goes on for a couple of years, and we keep making dumbass decisions. But like you said,
God, she said parking in your own garage.
I love you, babe. That's fine. We must gonna be rich when she talking about like that.
I don't think so. I think she's
I-
talking
I-
about
I-
the frontal lobe.
Smart.
this is where our maturity hasn't gone far.
Yeah, as far as my age, and I will probably still be 70 years old acting like this. You know, that's not gonna change. I'm probably gonna never stop playing video games. You're gonna see me walking with a cane at 75, 80 years old, holding a controller in my hand.
With
Well,
a
at that
handheld
time,
system.
right? At that time, we'll be probably in all type of VR and suits and all that stuff when we get that age, and you'll see my old self at a VR bar partying it
I swear to
down.
God, if I walk into place and you got on like a latex black outfit on, you got headgear. I mean,
Looking like
balls
Dr.
and shit.
Robotnik, dog,
I'm
just
like,
up in there.
Little roundhouse
You're not
kick
Eggman.
shot me,
You're
bro.
not Eggman, bro. But that's what I'm saying. But all actuality, is it a problem with being too mature? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've been in situations where I was around certain people and I would find stuff funny, and they would look at me like, oh, and I feel out of place because I laugh. I'm sorry, I don't want to get blackballed or nothing. I have a dark sense of humor. If a motherfucker fall down the steps, I'm probably gonna be the one that's gonna turn around so y'all don't see me cracking the fuck. I don't care if he break a hip. I don't. It's funny to me. But I laugh at certain, like I laugh at certain death scenes in movies.
Oh,
When people
you
be
been
like,
hanging up,
and
man.
they,
Yeah.
I laugh at shit like that. I'd be like, that was fucked up, but it was funny. So
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
Thank
that,
you,
bro.
thank you. Okay, that's what
Some
I'm
people
talking
do have that dark sense. I mean, that's honestly, I think that's everybody on the screen, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I got a very dark
You know what
sense
I'm
of
saying?
humor.
We can go back to when that kid fell in front of us at Fairlane. Right?
Oh, go ahead and let him tell it, Dad.
The
Bruh,
baby.
debate when the baby fell. I'll
Oh
be
my
face
God.
planted on that hard ass marble floor in
Baby-
Fairlane, right?
They playing in front of us. This
Bro.
dude, Moan and Ralph, was on the right and left of me. They
Bro.
turn around, laugh.
What up,
I
Mark?
can't laugh because the baby fell at my foot.
So, Bar.
What up, Marv? And see, don't let Vizzle lie to you once again, because Vizzle was about to explode because he
Yeah,
wanted
I'd be
to
lying.
laugh really hard, and he felt like he couldn't. I felt like he was going to shit himself because he
I
really
laugh all
wanted
the
to
time.
laugh. He was about to explode, literally, right? But
It's the baby.
I don't think there's anything wrong with
That's
that.
right,
I mean,
boo.
some
I mean,
people
I'm
do-
sorry, Alex. What the fuck was that?
What?
You talking about this comment, Mark?
No.
No, did somebody just said fuck loud as hell?
Oh no, that's my son playing this game. No.
Oh, you ain't
see,
smack
I
him in the
knew I heard
face?
something. I mean, I feel you, Alex. I feel
He
you.
said fuck real loud.
Yeah, I heard that shit. I heard
Oh,
that
okay.
shit.
I
I
thought
mean,
somebody got
okay,
kicked on the
okay.
steps.
Now, look. Okay, prime example, Alex. I'm not gonna lie to you. You said yes, that is a problem. Okay, I get you. You said yes, that I am not gonna lie to you. The nigga you marry is probably one of the most.
She know.
She knows that though.
You know.
She knows that though.
I
So
am a
you
handful
you're
more.
telling me it's a problem, but I personally, I don't know. I mean, don't nobody want to be around a sourpuss every day. I mean, shit.
Be
Hey,
honest
Ralph,
with
you
you,
gonna
most
like this?
No, but
You're
but
gonna like this. Pour me another
flip
shot.
it upside down, dog.
You're gonna like this real quick. Look at
Oh yeah, go ahead and flip it upside down.
Swinger. He's a swinger.
Nobody else swing.
So, no, Alex, but I agree. That is a problem if people
In a way, yeah.
If they well, my thing is if you let your maturity block you from having fun and living life, that's a problem.
That
Right?
is a
And if
problem.
you're gonna bring everyone else down because you don't understand the value of a joke, that honestly, I probably shouldn't hang with you that tough.
I mean, most women that we know though wants a guy who actually has a great sense of humor. I believe. You know,
Yeah.
you see some of these Tyler Perry movies or where the women are too serious and they need somebody to be on it. They want force them to be something that they're not and all this type of stuff. And it doesn't work out usually.
Especially not in the movie.
It's like, you know,
What's
I
that?
just always figured that much. A woman want a good laugh, not you know what I'm saying. That's how I always was thought of. You want a good laugh.
Wait, I was thinking about. I don't know if y'all ever seen the episode of the Boondocks where he's making fun of Tyler Perry, dog.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Yo, they did him so dirty because there was always, the bald black guy, the extra serious one, right?
Yeah.
And then there was some light-skinned dude with braids that was raking the grass. It was secretly a millionaire. And he was the one. He was trying to get at the serious dude's girl. And midway through the movie, he was like, "Once again, I am bald and I am black. I am too serious for this.
Hey, pull up. Can I rake your leaves?
Can I rake your leaves?"
It's terrible, dog.
It's funny because every
Jay, what's
time you
happening?
look back and you look at it. What up, though, Dre? What up,
What's going
man?
on, Jack?
Every time you look at his movies, it's not a lot, though, man. Even what is it? Not God damn, not Diary of a Mad Black Woman, man. Is that the one with Jill Scott?
No, that was
Ghost Dad.
what?
Who?
Did you say Ghost Dad? What the hell is Ghost Dad? What?
So
Well, Bill
I
Cosby.
play a joke on everybody. When they try to guess a movie, I just randomly throw random movies out there and throw everybody off.
But you threw the worst of the worst in there.
And look what happened.
It didn't even come out at the same time. It didn't even come out at the same time. That nigga just goes there. And he said it so confident.
All I can think about is when he got out of jail, he was like,
Why did I get married?
That's it. Why did I get married?
married?
Right? Her dude was abusive. He was a cheater. It was big, bald, and black.
she broke him down though.
Oh, she hit him over the head with that champagne bottle. But he was over there down talking and everything. And all of a sudden, here comes the sheriff of a small town moving snow. You guys need any help? I can go down to the grocery store and get you guys some snacks. Oh, he's so sexy. He cares about my feelings. Big dude comes around the corner. Hey, go make me some food because I'm bald and black. Big, angry.
Yeah.
I know we got off topic, but This shit was funny. I'm sorry.
It was terrible, man. It was terrible, bro. It was
All
terrible.
right, who's gonna take the lead, man?
Well,
But-
take lead well.
Back to maturity, because
But
as
no,
you
I
can
can say
see-
that my maturity as far as like priorities has changed drastically because I mean, so if I want something right now, I'll do anything I can to get it. You know, and I'm like, I know I can, you know, for the majority of the time I can afford it. But back when I couldn't, you know, before maturity, I would go for broke. I mean, go all out broke
Mhm.
Right.
to get something I want. And like, you know what? I'm gonna be cool today, but tomorrow I'm regret it. Like, man, was it
You be
worth
so
it?
satisfied that one
I
day.
had so much fun. So much fun.
Beans, what's happening?
Am I not loud enough?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
You
you loud.
be, LV,
No,
you be having that voice, man, where you be like, "Hey guys, I would like to tell you guys that when I first attended certain classes, I went to. When I went to certain.
All right, well, I'm playing.
Yes, sir. Hey, you turned Indian, Doug. I don't understand, Doug. Hey, went to setting glasses.
It's native. It's Native American.
Yeah, you can't say it is.
Yeah, y'all told
I'm
me
sorry,
certain stuff I can't say because y'all know how I am, and I'm learning as I go without getting canceled.
India, not
Like
Native
a polka dot on my
American.
head, like you
And
thought.
see, and there we are.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
There we go.
So I
Now,
went there
now,
anyway.
now we're canceled.
I didn't say anything. I was just saying I
Here's
had
the-
to.
it's not a
Stop
polka
with
dot.
the
Oh,
vision.
polka dot.
Stop with
I
the
didn't
Marvel
say-
Vision punts, okay?
Oh my God, Doug.
Dirt, 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 dirt.
All right. Now look at that. They canceled him. They can't. I can't believe that they canceled him in such a way. No warning or anything. They just wow. He got booted. That's crazy. Yes,
He gonna take another
Indian because
drink,
of the
Mike.
accent. Jesus Christ, y'all took that shit and ran track with it.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh my
But me,
God.
when I was coming up, I'm gonna go ahead and take the wheel. When I was coming up, my maturity changed. Like at first, I would get paid, and instead of like taking care of the important shit like bills, I would just go shopping. I'd just go get myself a bunch of shit, like you know what I mean. And then I would worry about we'd figure out the light situation when the light situation happened.
That was just on cruise.
Well, but like I said,
Right.
over time, so many things have changed over time because I've actually seen more self-proclaimed business owners rising from jobs, like literally quitting their jobs and starting their own businesses. And in my head, I'm looking at them like, damn, I don't know why I didn't think of that, back then. But like you said, it's a lot of stuff changed. I mean, you got more influencers that's getting more opportunities to be self-made than just somebody that's working hard. And that's just how life is now. So when it comes to us being younger and the things that changed that was more important then and now has had a big change on things. You got people that actually shops for the internet so it can look better to present it to the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's a big thing to me. Like I'm still trying to get used to that. People are like, oh, you need to be more social active. You need to show your face more, take more pictures, make more videos. And I'm looking like that's not where I'm from. Like that's not something I'm big on. But at the same token, even speaking for this podcast at hand, I'm grateful to be a part of it, but to play a major role in it, I'm starting to learn that I have to give up those old ways and start putting certain things in perspective to make them more genuine. Like just like being more social. I have to do
Whatever,
that.
Amber.
Huh? What happened?
No, I can agree to that.
And that's one
Probably,
of the biggest things I'm trying to learn is, nowadays, some of the things that we didn't really care for are things that are really a part of importance now. And like I said, the podcast made me learn that a lot. I'm real private. I'm a very private person. I joke a lot, but I'm very private. So when I heard, you need to be more social, a part of me was like, well, okay, I could try to. Like,
Maybe don't be agreeing with them.
So, but that's what I learned a whole lot. As I got older, now all the bills are paid first. I mean, God, sometimes I go like, God damn it, I done paid everything, and now I could probably buy a sock. And I mean, like really, like one sock. I could buy one. I gotta go and but everything is paid for. So now it's different. The levels has changed. So I'm learning that now.
Well, I'm going to credit the maturity when it comes to that to things that I've gone through in the past, right? That just speaks again on my maturity because before, as far as the things in the past, I didn't pay my bills on time all the damn time. Hell, all y'all know, y'all visited cruise when I didn't have fucking heat. when the lights wasn't working, I had to steal electricity. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, growing older made me realize, especially with having a family, I never want my family to go through that. So in order for that to not happen, I have to change my mindset. I have to mature. There are more important things in life than going to get lit, or to get drunk, hanging out with your boys. And minus is more important things sometimes than fast, going fast. And that's a hard one for me because I like my cars to look good and go fast. But at the end of the day, if I got this to do, I got to make sure that's taken care of before I take care of the fun things.
And that is so true. I mean, one thing I want to touch on real fast: Amber, Alicia, and Alexandra. I got a fun fact. Let me reach and grab it real quick. This is one I found on Google. Y'all better stop coming around here messing around.
I want to speak on the whole social media aspect that you touched on, Mark.
Okay.
I think it's a good thing because it's a lot more avenues to become successful, but I also think it's a handicap for people that used to work hard like us.
That's true.
Because I think I told you guys before, there's a new thing on TikTok out now where they're basing career off of luck because of social media. So if you were to go in school, somebody would come up to the to the front of the class, and then what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, I want to be lucky. That's what they're telling people.
Wow.
And what does that mean? Well, I want to go viral, and and I think that's gonna be the path of my career. So and people have that mindset now because you see so many successful YouTubers. We got a successful YouTuber, Max. He's doing this thing with a lot of tech. What do you call it? Social media
videos.
Yeah, videos or YouTube. And then we don't know where this podcast is going to go, right? And then younger folks are going to look, when this blows up, younger folks are going to look at us like, I want to do what they do, and think they're going to not really work for it and don't know all the back ends and stuff.
God,
so that's the handicap portion of it. You think it's just a handout. I'm not gonna lie, teenagers is something else, and I got one. And I mean, I guess we all did it when we were younger, but we all expected a handout, when we were teenagers. Until we had to realize you actually got to get this done if you want this to be your future. You actually got to get this done if you want results. And I don't think kids are looking at that now.
I can't say that, bro. I can't say that I looked for a handout. Now don't get me wrong, it wasn't meant that I wasn't given a couple handouts. I was. You know what I'm saying? I had the luxury of having new cars early because my pops worked for Ford. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to everything else, I had to kind of figure it out on my own. My pops wouldn't want to take me to go school shopping, right? I didn't have the latest and flyest gear because my pops was like, no, you want that, you got to work for that.
Yeah.
I've always had that mindset. Now, with that being said, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to have to work as hard as I needed to get the things that I wanted, but I wasn't expecting anybody to hand it to me. And I think that's one of the things that my dad gave me one of those lessons the hard way. Versus really explaining to me what needed to be done. He was like, you'll figure it out by what you go through. I don't want, and once again, I'm not taking anything from my pops, but I don't want to send my kids through that. We try to explain to them with every purchase that we make, like this is something that we work for. This ain't just because you want it, you get to get it. You had to work for it. I had to work for it. That was the only reason you were able to get what you want.
Right.
But I don't ever want anyone to think that they're supposed to have a handout. And that is the problem with social media and society today, because a lot of people see the internet and they're like, damn, man, this dude's making millions of dollars. He made a stupid video. Now everybody's watching him. I mean, and it all goes down to little things, man. There's a person on TikTok right now who's got over 1 million followers, and all he does is scratch off tickets.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw him do that.
People follow him. And he's literally like, yeah, hopefully I win this. Look, if we go down this road, let's see what we got next. I mean, he's not doing anything.
And I saw another guy do that with Pokemon cards. He was just opening up Pokemon cards. He's like, okay, I got this. This would be a good sale, or this would be that. And on top of people making donations.
But to get actually what y'all were both saying earlier, as far as like handouts and stuff, I really want to get on that because it really based off of the parenting as well. I saw two guys argue because one guy told the other guy, yeah, my son ain't gonna never know what it's like to wash dishes. And the other guy was like, my son's gonna know what it's like so he can appreciate the smaller thing. And it was like a big time argument on that, but I couldn't disagree with both parents because I didn't know their backgrounds. You know, like he was adamant that my son will never know what it's like to wash a dish. And the other guy was like, my son's gonna know so he can know the value of hard work. And it was a genuine argument. And I actually liked the point of view they had because when I was growing up, was it these kids think they can go viral and be, I mean, that's the world we live in right now. And it's sad because that's basically what's happening. They're banking off of social media nowadays, not getting a degree, not working for Forbes. They're not thinking about none of that shit. They're looking more so at if my TikTok, my Instagram, if something happened, I'm set for life. Fuck school. I don't need no real education because now I'm famous off of this. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, they are paying people for the more followers and the more traction you're getting because not only is it helping you, it's helping them. So it's like kind of like you can't talk them out of it. I don't see a talk out of it.
The best way to talk about, I'm not gonna say talk about because I don't like that. I don't want to talk to anybody out of anything that they do. Right? If you want to do that and that's what you want to do, great. But at the end of the day, it is still work. You still have to put in work. It doesn't come because you made one video and you're like, oh, I'm rich. You've got to work for that. Like Alex said, you have to keep going. You have to keep doing that shit. And that's a job. That is a job.
It really is.
But it's not, to me, it's not a career.
It's not.
You can't continuously to stay famous on social media because eventually you grow old. You run out of ideas. You become non-relevant.
Right.
And now you actually have to work.
Between all that, let's just hope that you did something with that money so you can be set.
There you go.
Come around. My thing is, it's I believe now, especially me, that I don't think you need a degree to actually be successful or to be a millionaire.
No, you don't.
You don't.
I know there's a lot of traditional families out there, and I know that's what their generation before and generation before that and on what they did. But there's so many things out now where you can learn, gain experience from it, and get into certain positions where folks they usually hire with a degree. There's a website out. It's called 3M School or something like that, and you can learn full web development for free. And it's a training course for free, and you just read it, and they have the examples. You can type it in. Same thing with the Java code, and you can learn it all on your own without school, and then go apply for a job somewhere. Tell them you got the experience, to how long you've been doing it, and you can also go and just get certificates. I think trade skills are fine when it comes to having a career. And getting experience from that, and then you making more money with the folks that when they got their bachelor's and their master's because of your experience. So, I mean, anybody that's listening, on the podcast, and you're young and you're getting forced, like there's other avenues that you can show your parents or show folks that's pushing you to do this. You don't have to do that. Priorities can change. It doesn't have to be the same of what somebody else wants to put on you. So.
That was a situation that I had with my pops. You know what I'm saying? I used to be heavy into art, man, and his priorities was different from mine, which is why, I didn't go to the school that I wanted to and why I didn't do the things that I felt I needed to do because it's not what I wanted to do. It was somebody else's objective, right? It wasn't mine. So where I could have been at school and college where Mark and my boy Tony was, because that's where I wanted to go. It's not what my pops wanted to see me do. So he stopped me from going. And I can't say that I'm mad at him for it. I was a little salty about it, but at the end of the day, maybe it did work in my favor. Now I'm in a position that I make more than most people that have 4-year degrees. I had to work twice as hard to get it, but I also realized that I had to work twice as hard to get it. If you're willing to put in that work, the opportunities are there, but it ain't gonna come free.
No, it's not. You guys, it's all about the back work you put in because, like I said, when I was started getting into everything, I started off stripping, and then I got into that. I was doing that and taking off my clothes and stuff, and I was making a lot of money. I was just teabagging all type of random women. Then after that, I started the gigolo business, and I was making massive, copious amount of money. It was so much money. I couldn't even count it with one hand. It was like a lot of money. And then I did my OnlyFans.
like and subscribe to this video because he was going down the rabbit hole.
I
just
appreciate
letting them know.
the quick break in the story. Uh,
All right, Mark, go ahead.
Let them know what happened. How things change. Remember, Alicia, you gotta know the gift.
oh my God.
Get the what?
The gift of gag on the dildo. With
Wow.
Sally.
Wait.
Say it again, Alex. Alex said, FYI, female teabag equals a clam slam.
What the fuck?
I've never heard of that.
What's going on in the Johnson household? Y'all fan slamming?
Some wild
Hey,
shit over here, bro.
Hey, Lauren. Hey, Lauren. I became a
Jesus.
registered medical assistant from a trade school, and because of 15 years.
Sit pause.
That's awesome, Lauren. That's awesome.
Ah, congratulations, Lauren.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Trade school can be a huge plus. With doing something with your life. You know, I can do nothing but appreciate Ralph. He's the reason why I got into automotive. Got automotive, and we both took our own separate paths, and we made something out of it.
Ralph stayed on
And-
automotive. Ralph stayed on automotive, bro.
I'm still in automotive.
It wasn't my first choice, bruh. Was not my first. Now that's what I mean. Like, you know, if I'd have followed the path that my pops wanted me, or actually, if I followed the path that I really thought I wanted to do, which was through art, I wouldn't be where I am today. Right. And that's what my pops was trying to get me to understand without saying, hey, you know, as an artist, it's going to be twice as hard for you to find something to support you in what you want to do versus going out here and getting an actual job and career.
That is true.
You know, so once again, I realized that I needed to work twice as hard because I didn't have that college degree, but I wanted to move up. So I worked twice as hard. You know, like what Lauren said, you know, she stuck with it. She worked hard, and look at her now. You know what I'm saying? She's on UNC's website. You know what I'm saying? You got to be major to get put on the website, bro.
Yeah, you got to be. That's a lot of work, and that is a big congratulations to you as well. You know, the work that you put in. Yeah, I would say that. That's a big congratulations on you, for real. I give you that much, because nowadays we are in a place where it is the research that you provide for yourself that's going to get you in a lot of places, not what somebody else going to do for you. And I'm learning that as we get older. That's real. I give you that. I give you back.
And with Lauren being a good friend, you know, I've watched her, you know, do her regular jobs, school, be a mom, be a wife, through the whole thing, and still come out on top.
Yeah,
and
that's amazing.
It's always good to have that. It's always good to have that support system. That helps out a lot, especially when you got a family. Because I know I stopped everything to make sure my wife got that degree, and I was very proud to do it. I was very happy for her, and it worked out for her.
I like that. That's supportive as hell, because
it's good to have that support.
Lauren's a wife, a mother. She's a mythical.
There you go.
Creature of the night. She is that of her.
There you go.
Do I need to send Lauren the invite in here, Doug?
No,
Social knowledge.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, but like I said, man, once you realize the amount of work that needs to be done to get where you have to go, you got to be willing to apply it.
Yeah,
that's a mature move in itself. You know, a lot of people, like you said, they still look for that handout. They still look for, oh, you know what, something's gonna come along. Ain't nothing gonna come along until you work for it. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen, Lauren. No. Let's not get him started, okay? Let's not get him started, because he looked like he's ready to go, and he's drinking. So I already know how this is gonna go.
Betha.
Amber, there's nothing wrong with doing it, but I saw the
Later.
struggle my mom went through to get that, and then now she's working on her boards on top of, you know, my mom's a little sickly or whatever. But if that's the route you choose to go, I see my mom do it all the time. It drives us nuts because we got kids and she be using all the psychology stuff. But it's a really good thing if you do go for that full on like my mother.
Right.
I say you do it. You're gonna be in debt, but do it.
Listen, I feel like it's a good thing when you pick up something that you really want to do. You know, regardless, you know, whether it's getting your PhD or just progressing in your field. You know, my wife started off selling cell phones. Now she's a project manager. We can't do nothing in this house without a plan. I can't go nowhere without some type of a plan being instilled first. But it works. You know what I'm saying? It helps you understand, like, okay, well, I've got this amount of time, I got this much money I need to spend, how much money I don't need to spend. She can break this shit down to a
Ooh.
science. You know
Hey,
what
what's going on, Nori?
I'm saying? Here you go. What up, Nori?
What's going on, Nori?
What it do, homie? Oh shit. Damn.
Where the fuck Ramon go?
I think he got kicked out. He was frozen. Looked like he was building a snowman. Oh, look, there he is. He's back. Hey, my dude.
Everything just went black.
Yeah, Amber, and you're right. Debt is overwhelming, right? And that's
Sorry,
where
what's
you
happening?
gotta change your maturity too, because you gotta pay that shit back. And, you know, I was wanting, besides the fucking your credit up, and don't get me wrong, I realized that it didn't mess your credit up. What does not
Jesus
paying your student
Christ.
loans do besides that? It ain't like they're gonna come take your degree back.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to take your. It's a fucked up stain on your credit. It is a fucked up stain on your
The
credit.
bigger problem is that staying on your credit. Like,
Yeah, it's
That's
a
why
big-
When I was
they
doing,
will get their money.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and listen,
eventually.
I hear you. I hear you.
Massive shit stain.
I hear you. I just always wanted that. Besides the
I
credit
just
thing,
think-
like, because you know, with anything else, they'll take it back from you, right? You don't pay your car note, you don't pay your car bills, you know, shit to take your car, right? You don't pay your house note, you get evicted.
I'm
You
telling
don't
you,
pay your
that
student
school
loans,
shit
do they
is bad,
evict
bro.
your
For some
degree?
people, it's bad, bro. No, for some people, that shit is a hard
That's a lot
entry.
of money.
Like it's a
I mean,
hard.
some
stamp on your credit,
some
bro.
jobs look at your credit right before they
Yeah.
hire you. Y'all know that.
Mhm.
That's
You
true.
know,
That's true.
but it's just so backwards here in the States compared to a lot of other countries. When I was doing all my business travel for Ford in Saudi Arabia, what they would do is, number one, the Saudis get paid just for being a native, like 1,500 or 2,400 a month, just being a native
what?
of the country. They just get paid for being a native.
No, something.
So then the second thing that they would do once they finish either high school or whatever their grade level thing is, they send them to the States and pay for school free for them. And then
Wow.
they bring it back to their country.
Wow.
You know, so but then when you hear, you got to take loans out, you got to be in debt forever as long as your house note, and you got to try to, you know, have a family, have kids, have car notes on top of all the student loan stuff. And it's just insane. I wish it would change. I feel like, you know, I know people hate to say it, but just raise the taxes so school can pay for itself. Or
you
the
know,
medical stuff can pay for itself. To me, that's worth it.
I mean, yeah, but now we're talking about politics, man. You know, we can't really get into politics, man. Either you try to find a way to pay it, or you get on OnlyFans and you start a foot page and you put your twinkles on there.
This man, and you can tell he's had a lot. To
And
do
Mark
already.
got separate avenues for priorities. He found his trade skill.
It's like a real thing.
This man, that's an option for everybody. Everybody,
Shit.
if,
For
if
every beautiful woman,
can't-
you ain't gotta be
can't
beautiful.
pay
You really don't.
nigga OnlyFans.
You really ain't gotta be beautiful. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but some women, I'll be looking like,
That's
you
still
got
awesome.
OnlyFans, but they be successful as shit.
That's what's up, Amber. Congratulations. That's what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
So she's now in the e-commerce field and about to be promoted to an account manager.
Ooh, who?
And you can't say that happened by accident.
Your
Oh, yeah,
sister,
I mean,
the one that lives
you-
with you, fool.
You work, and your work probably speaks for itself.
Yeah,
You know,
Amber
nobody
was-
gets promoted by accident. Everybody gets
Amber was
promoted
shitting
because
on
of their work. You know what I'm saying? At least you're willing to work. I've got a huge problem where I can't find people to work.
All right. Speaking on your sister, dog. So I saw her wearing the Lightyear boots and all that, and she was talking about all the folks that's buying those cartoon boots, whatever those boots are.
Mhm.
What's those cartoon boots? I hope y'all don't buy those. Are y'all gonna buy them?
The Astro Boy joints.
Yeah,
Whatever
I
they
got,
are.
I got like
I think they house shoes, bro. Them oversized shoes. Even though I see people walking around outside with them, I'm like, damn, this
Where?
episode, bud, it's over.
where?
No, I'm just saying they're all over the internet. Those
I know
shoes
I
are
seen
blowing
them.
up.
But Ralph, you seen somebody with them on?
No. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay,
I've
I'm
seen
about to say,
people
that's a
outside with them
bad
oversized
word.
shoes on.
It's a sad
Mark, that
world
seems
we
like
live in.
something you'll wear, bro, or you'll buy for collection.
I'm gonna take these boots and put them.
You want to buy the collection? Just I didn't say you gotta wear them.
We'll take these boots and put them
I'm gonna
on.
put these
No,
boots on my
no,
wall.
that's not.
They'll be mine
Unfortunately, to me,
forever.
like I said, I'm into fashion. But to me, I
Okay.
feel like if that's where we're going, that's a sad day.
Oh, you stop it where you at if it's going in
Yeah,
that
I
direction.
think that's where the buck stopped. I can't walk around looking like the limited edition the clown of the century. Man. I can't do it, man. That Ronald McDonald, that ain't it. That ain't fashion right there. You know what I'm saying? So I
Apparently
personally,
they popular. Apparently
they are,
popular.
but like I said, it's really the internet that's making them popular. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
And
really
it-
just that.
Back to our subject. It's people's priority now. It's
It's
those
people's
boots.
priority now. Now
Hey,
they feel like they
listen.
got to buy that shoe to be the end now, to be successful on their platform, and it's sad. That's what it is. Though.
I don't want to say that, bro, because there's a lot of Jordans out here that I can't stand, bro. But some people buy them, and I mean, they crispy to some people.
Now watch.
You know what I'm saying?
Now look, like I said, I'm into fashion. Watch this year. They're not going to be talking about Jordans. It was a last year thing. It was like a COVID thing where Jordans just bloomed up. It's that shit is over and done with. You can walk into a store now. Bro, watch. I'm telling you facts. I'm telling
Bro,
you facts.
Jordan's been Jordan since Jordan.
But they wasn't Jordan like they was 3 years ago. Like right now, it's starting to die down. Like you have people buying like 7 pair just to resell it.
It's gonna do what it always do. It's gonna die down.
It's gonna die
A few
down.
years is gonna pass. It's gonna blow up again.
There you
They're gonna
go.
release the same
Watch.
shoe.
Watch.
You know,
You let me know when down so I can get the cheap
It
price.
is, bro.
You
I'm
feel
telling
me?
you, God, it
Hey,
is.
look.
Go on StockX now. Look at the prices now from what they was a year ago.
Tell you what I won't do. I won't go on StockX.
Yeah,
Never
never.
what happened to StockX? They ain't doing nothing to nobody.
Yeah, they did. They raised the prices on some bullshit ass shoes.
Well, no, they're starting to plummet down though. They're starting to plummet down, but they had to raise the prices because of what the market was happening. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't it? Hey, look. Hey, Nori, Vizzle been sitting there like, these motherfuckers won't shut the fuck up, boy. I tell you.
I know.
Like, I ain't said but five. I ain't said but 5 sentences since
I
I've been
fell
on
asleep
there.
like 20 minutes ago. Nobody
I
saw
saw,
it.
oh no, I saw you. I saw you. I saw
asleep.
you. I wasn't gonna say nothing. Hey, look, he was
Look,
sitting there,
he's sick of y'all.
Hey, look,
He
he was
said
over there
he's
like,
he's
the
sick
yard.
of y'all.
hey, look, you do one of these.
Y'all got a good conversation going. Huh. Oh man.
I mean, we did go from job opportunities to maturity to shoes and outfits and shit. But
I'm not sure enough because I was.
guess what?
Amber,
Fall
you
asleep
wear
in
those
class,
shoes?
dog? Fall
You
asleep
wear
in
those
class?
shoes? Amber wear those shoes?
It's true. I don't. If they was cheap, Amber probably would have got them. I ain't gonna lie. I love my sister.
No,
to death.
Amber, stick with the Bug Lightyear. Now those
I
are
ain't gonna lie
slap.
to y'all.
Buzz
I love my
Lightyear.
sister to death, but she's gonna be a lawyer. She's gonna be like a lightweight billionaire. She's so cheap, but I love her for that because I'll be looking like Amber, you need to get some Jordans or something like that, and she'd be like, "No, I'd rather get these." And I'm like, "Amber, those are those." Like, you know what I'm saying? What?
And what are those?
But then she'd get them and turn them into her own style, and I'd be mad as fuck because I just spent like almost $300. But anyway,
Priorities. All right,
you know,
kick
you
off
get
let's kick off the sponsor, y'all. Go ahead, Ralph.
Oh, god damn it, man. I'm tired of talking about damn W.
that
You
nigga.
give
Yeah,
me
there
too
you
much
go.
energy, man. I ran through 3 walls in my house. That's why I had to remodel. No, on some real shit though, W does give you some good energy, man. It's a good energy drink. It's a healthy alternative to dealing with like Red Bull and Monsters and stuff like that. Lasts a lot longer. You know, everybody's used to drinking the other energy drinks, and then you have a crash with these to kind of keep you up. You know what I'm saying? And not in that way. So don't buy them thinking you're gonna show out in the room. Just know if you buy them, though, you will have some energy and you'll stay up all day. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, man. Check out W. And if you want a discount, of course, use ANEP, which is our code from the squad, ANEP. You know what I'm saying? And they'll get you 10% off. I think it's worth it. I mean, I know some of it may be a little high. You ain't got to buy the big packages, but give it a try, man. I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
That's what's up. Nora, let me get that hat in your main picture. Just let me get it. Just give it to me. You're
No,
not
that's
doing
it. That is
He
that
just,
Kung
he just
Lao,
smell it.
dog.
He acting
I
like
really
creep.
want that hat. I really want that hat.
That's
I
the
do
Kung
want that
Lao,
hat.
dog. She throw that shit at you and a limb come off. What are you talking about, dog?
I'm sorry. And Marvin, I am drunk as fuck. I saw your comment. I'm very drunk.
This is, I knew he was fried. I knew he was fried when he was talking about going down to OnlyFans and being a gigolo and all the others. I'm like, this man.
I had a hard life. I had a hard life. Forgive me. I had a hard life.
I'm gonna take myself out. The sponsor was over me. I was trying to get my shirt on my hips.
Ralph, don't wear a turtleneck that's skin color. Like, don't wear a
This
brown
is not
turtleneck.
a turtleneck. This is a
No, I'm telling you for future reference. I'm telling you for future reference. Don't wear a skin color turtleneck.
Ralph over there
and
looking
shave.
butt ass to Mark. He over there looking butt naked.
Don't wear a skin color turtleneck and shave everything.
Oh my god.
That's all I look like it's poking out,
Now
dog.
you part of the Koski,
You
dog.
gotta do one of these, dog.
And
And then
gonna
roll-
look like
roll the
Mark
skin
either
back,
look
dog.
like-
Roll the skin
Gee, I
down.
know
He
that.
gonna either look like,
Like
a
you need a
clitoris or a
Circumcision.
small penis.
She looked like a circumcision when you did that.
Okay, Kool-Aid man.
That's right.
Hey man, listen, I'm looking forward to July, bro. I'm trying to tell you this shit's gonna be live, bro. Hey, we're gonna have to do a live podcast in Detroit in July.
What's the date? I went to the after party. I didn't go to Mumford, so
Dog, it's all good. Dog, you invited, bro. It is July, the last weekend of July. Either way, I'll be home. It's gonna be live. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a good fucking time. But what'd you say, Mark? You going?
I said no, you don't, Amber. That's
wait,
what I said.
I'm about to say, y'all see what Amber just put?
You don't know. You didn't see what Amber just put. She don't have one of those. Why would you put that up there?
Yeah.
That's why.
You're laughing real hard.
That's exactly why I put that up there because I already knew what Mo was gonna say.
Real hard, LB.
2 years in advance.
First nigga that's gonna be there is Zoe.
Subscribe as soon as you get off the podcast, that. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right. Y'all got anything else?
Come on, strip club.
Mark said he's gonna. Marv said he's gonna support Am's.
No, I didn't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Ralph. Don't do that.
See, look, Am, I'll support.
See, Marv got a support. Got one from me.
Hey, Mark,
Who else getting down?
I thought you was one of the brothers.
She already got a few bucks. What is it? $20 a piece? That's $40.
Come on now, Mark.
Instantly.
I thought you was cool, Mark.
Am, I can't support you, but hey, whatever you decide to do, that's your business. I can't support you, but I'm not knocking you. I guess
I thought you was cool,
I don't
Mark.
think you should.
I can send some recommendations, but I can't be involved.
What up, though, Mario? I got Dapper Dan in the building. What's good?
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's happening, big dog? Yeah. So,
But-
other than that, fellas, what y'all got?
Other than that, like I said, one thing without a doubt is if you do have a particular thing that you want to do, please make it a priority. Please
Nori
don't
says
put
she
it on the
subscribe,
sideline.
by the way.
Oh, that's what's up. To what? Okay, hold on, Nora. We're gonna talk.
Amber's
later.
OnlyFans, that.
Hey,
Y'all
sheesh.
got it.
Hey, come on. Hey, what the fuck?
That's what you talking about.
Am hype too, bro.
See?
She got 5
Oh.
subscribers. Is that
That's
that?
more money.
If you have something that you follow, and if you
That's
do
more
have
money in your
something
house,
that you
Mark. She is a
Make-
businesswoman.
make it
Okay.
a priority. Make it a priority.
She is.
Whatever.
She's making
whatever.
all her business avenues her priority. Okay? So you need to leave your sister alone and let her do what she need to do.
Hey, Mom, you should put your breast on OnlyFans, man.
That's fine.
You should put your breast on OnlyFans. Don't show your face. I bet any amount of money you're gonna get so much money this year.
I'm fine with that.
And the whole
I'll show
year,
them
all you
up.
do is clean the sweat from under your breast. And Ralph, all you do is you just get on here with a turtleneck and you don't show none of your face. And I swear
Wait,
to God,
why you coming at me, dog?
where you gonna get it?
I didn't say I support it. I
Hey,
said I
LB,
wouldn't support it, bro.
I didn't know support.
LV, I'm gonna go to your church Sunday. I'm gonna start attending your church.
Why do you think that's church?
I don't know. You just like a pastor to me, LV. You like a really
Give me a
good
time
guy.
first, then I'll show you
You
what
look
we
like a huh?
You like a pastor.
I
What,
don't
a
want this
cocaine lord pass with on the chains on?
It do seem like you sell crack to civilians.
Taco meat,
He in there slanging and preaching at the same time.
Let the Lord save your son. Nigga, take this 8 ball and take care of your son.
That's like he preaching in all white linen, dog.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Dog. Hey man,
See?
hey Mark.
See, look, Alex agreed with you. See, look, she agreed with you about my OnlyFans, and I'm helping your sister out. It's even.
Yeah,
Across the field.
Come on, stop it. Stop it.
But
Wait. You were just giving a speech about how you was a stripper and then was out here in these
It was
streets.
hard for me as a life in the pimping world.
Right, I hear you,
What?
but now Am's talking about pimping.
Hey,
And then-
no, Amber talking
Hey,
about
and she
something
got all this support.
else. She got a whole nother agenda. Hey, wait, we're not gonna use the last time of the show to do this bullshit. Hey, y'all better like and subscribe. Y'all better like
Steven,
and
what's
they
happening?
are. They are.
Now Am just got some followers.
Nori. Hey, Nori.
Exclusive content here on the Annette page. Like and subscribe to our page.
Oh, by the way,
Before,
hey, while we
Amber.
talking, we didn't touch on the poll, so we got 12 votes, and
Oh,
the question
pause,
was,
pause,
do you
pause. I'm
see
not touching on nobody's poll, man.
Yeah, that was weird. It came
do
out
you
of
see
nowhere.
a
Hey, Nori.
difference in priorities from younger
touch
years
on
to
the
now?
poll.
And 83% said yes, and 17% said no. and there's 12 votes on there. So if you guys didn't get the opportunity, go to our YouTube channel, vote on the polls. Okay.
Vote on the
What
poll.
happened?
Oh.
Hey, Ashley.
Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time.
You saw it? No. Look what
Go ahead,
Amber
Dad. Go ahead, Dad. Go ahead and
talking
do
about Stevie, dog? Stevie, I don't know what you're talking about, dog.
it.
did.
Go
Y'all,
ahead,
I don't
y'all,
have no
Dad.
action figures. It's just me.
y'all
My
see what
right
Amber
hand
did?
man suit.
Come on. Oh.
Oh, you thought I was play pimping. I ain't play.
Come on, man. You gotta give our mascot one fly across the screen.
The backstory on that
He was
is so
stopping a
crazy.
meteor. He was stopping a meteor.
The
He just
backstory.
saved the planet.
Yeah,
Wow. Every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern, check out the SCD podcast with your boy, my crew. Hey, take us away, Superman.
Where are we? What are we doing? Hey, we out. We out.
Yeah, take us away.